Good morning, it's Friday, February the 26th, and you're watching AGORACOM Small Cap News TV. I'm your host, Paul Kondakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced show bringing you the best press releases along with the halts at the open so that you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. Folks, it's Friday, TGIF. We're heading into the weekend, but before we do that, I've got three great press releases for you, two out of the Canadian side, one out of the U.S. side, and I've got nothing to report on, no halts to report on the second segment. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Our lead story comes out of a company called Evolving Gold. They trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol EVG. The company is announcing that they've intersected high-grade gold in multiple zones at their Carlin property in Nevada. We've got some highlights which include hole number 7, which intersected 31 grams per ton of gold over 4.6 meters, 14 grams per ton of gold over 3 meters, and 7.4 grams per ton over 10.7 meters. Evolving Gold continues to put out some great numbers. If you've been following this story at all, I know it's one of the ones that Peter Grandich likes, and if you follow Peter Grandich, he's usually pretty good on, he's pretty dead on the money. A little bit about the company. They're focused on exploring its significant discovery at Rattlesnake Hills, Wyoming, and the company is also focused on 5 gold properties in and adjacent to the productive Carlin district of Northern Nevada. Disclaimer time, Evolving Gold isn't a AGORACOM client. However, as always, make sure you do diligence on each one of the companies you see on this show before purchasing. Now, the company's last at 77 cents, high of $1.94, a low of 27.5 cents, market cap of approximately $59 million. Moving on to our next company, Apoquindo Minerals. They trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol AQM. The company is announcing drill results from their project located in the northwestern extension of the southern Peru copper porphyry belt. We've got hole number 7, which intersected 118 meters of 1% copper and 0.09 grams per ton of gold. And included within that, we've got a more concentrated intercept of 47 meters of 2% copper and 0.13 grams per ton of gold. So great numbers coming out of Apoquindo this morning. A little bit about the company. They're a Canadian-based mineral exploration company whose principal purpose is the acquisition and development of base metal deposits in South America. Last at 82 cents, high of $1.10, low of 20 cents, market cap of approximately $20 million. Now we're heading south of the border. It's a bulletin board company. Actually, sorry, my mistake. It's actually a TSX Venture company. So we've got 3 Canadian press releases, no U.S. press releases. The company is China Wind Power International. They trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol CNW. The company is announcing third quarter financial results. So we've got the third quarter highlights, which include the company generated $1.3 million of wind power revenue during the quarter, and that included $800,000 during the testing, tuning, and calibration of Phase 1, and $500,000 since Phase 1 commenced commercial production at the end of November 2007. So they're starting to get into full ramp and be going at full capacity. The company had a net loss of $600,000 or 0.1 cent per share for the quarter, contributing to an accumulated deficit of $5.4 million, but it looks like they're in the ramp-up stage, so not necessarily a knock against the company. I've got a quote from Mr. Jun Lee, Chief Executive Officer of China Wind, who states, "The third quarter was marked by very significant milestones for China Wind. During the quarter, we completed construction and completed the testing, tuning, and calibration of our turbines for Phase 1. Most importantly, Phase 1 commenced commercial production of wind energy at the end of November, which was slightly ahead of schedule. Phase 1 has now generated more than 42.4 million kilowatts of electricity by the end of January 2010. A little bit about the company. They're an Ontario company that is positioned to capitalize on the growing demand for wind power in China. The company's last at $1.20, high of $1.50, low of 80 cents, market cap of approximately $70 million. As I mentioned, no halts this morning for you. That's a wrap for today's show. Hopefully you all have a tremendous weekend, and we'll catch you again here on Monday. We've got more great press releases and halts at the open for you.